What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, the fallout, the aftermath still continues with the whole PS5 $900 price tag. And a lot of talk has been kind of centering around... everybody's disappointed, obviously. I actually watched a podcast Beyond, the first time I watched it in years. And it's still Max Scoville and Brian Altano. And I like those guys. They're funny. Even though, they're generally not PlayStation per se. They're just funny, artistic guys. So they're funny. Even if you don't like PlayStation, I recommend watching that show only because of them. Not because... I think they're the last two bastions of creativity or something like that at IGN. And but they went on, the whole show was them not crying, obviously, because they're grown-ass men who play with a lot of toys, by the way, which is cool. Anyway, they were, especially Brian took a long diet. He did a monologue of epic proportions, talking about everything in their mama, as far as, like, he was in disbelief, basically. And I'm like, yeah. And I can imagine, he's not even like that hardcore PlayStation he is, but not like that. He's more of a Nintendo dude. He's more of... he's an artist. He's, he draws, he does all those things, he does music, He's good. He's like one of a kindred soul, I would say. Even though, like I said, he favors PlayStation over Xbox, I would say. And a lot of the media have done that, even though, well, I would say mainly because they're influenced, whether monetary or some other way wise, by Sony and PlayStation themselves, whether it's the fear of being blacklisted or whatever. So, that's how the media... I was listening, I think it wasn't Boom Show, it was somebody's show. It might have been King. I listened to a whole bunch of shows, and the sentiment is the same. The sentiment has been known that the media is biased towards PlayStation and against Xbox. That's just how it is, right? Now, it's not like we could just say, oh, well, it is what it is. No, that's not how it works. Sony, either they have financial, ties to these corporations. Some of them they do because they bought... I forgot what they bought, but they ended up... I think they own Famitsu or something like that, or I forgot how it works. But yeah, they own some media stuff, and then that trickles down to... And basically, Christopher Dring basically shouted them out as a sponsor. So I'm like, oh, Sony's your sponsor, so that's why you're a pony. Makes sense. And I'm not gonna poo-poo anybody's grind. You getting that money, that's fine. But be transparent, like Gring did. I give him props for that. He gets a half a W, he gets a lowercase W for that. It's not really a W, it's just like, oh, the truth, thanks. And so if everyone else in the media space were 100,000% transparent about their ties to PlayStation, Sony, or any other entity that would sway their opinion either way, that would be nice to know, because then we can look at your coverage and say, oh, they're actually paid ponies, we shouldn't really listen to what they have to say. Or, oh, they're actually X-bots, let's see what they have to say. Or, it depends on what side of the aisle you lie. And so the console war stuff, while some ponies and donkey unicorns, or many ponies and donkey unicorns, would tell you that there is no more console war because Sony won, that's not how it works. That's not how hardware works. And the actual fact, the actual reality is that, and it started in the PlayStation 4, Xbox One era. The reality is that consoles are getting more PC-ified than ever before. And it ended with the PS3, especially with the PS3. Xbox has always been a PC, if that makes sense. They've always used Windows as the kernel. They've always used, even the Dreamcast has Windows. Come on, son. Anyway, after the PS3 the cell processor and all that stuff, and was the Ken Kutaragi, whoever designed it. He left, and then Mark Cerny came in to do whatever, designed the PS4 and the PS5 and all that stuff. And where did he go? He went to x86, you know? And that's where it has come, and that's where it shall always forever will be, because it's easier for devs. And so this generation has been predicated on the ease of use for devs. Not saying that devs are lazy, like specifically, but I am saying that the publishers of said studios, of said devs, want to cut costs, meaning they don't give devs enough time or money to do what they need to do. So devs need to cut corners. They need to be fast. They need to be efficient. And so in doing that, the easiest way is the best way. And so the easiest way this gen was to do PlayStation, because it was basically the PlayStation 4 dev kit, except they slapped a different sticker on it and said, yeah, PlayStation 5, more memory, blah, blah. It's the same thing. That's why most of the generation is PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 games. There are only a few games that are PlayStation 5 exclusives, and they're actually not. They just didn't put them on PlayStation 4, you know? So, and you can do the equivalent, like, oh, this is Returnal. Well, first of all, Returnal is 1080p. Anyway, this is Returnal. And what is the equivalent PS4 and PC land? And then you can do that and then run it, and it runs perfectly fine, because it's all scalable stuff. It's all PC when it comes down to it, it's all PC. And that's where we're heading. That's what the Helix is. The Helix is the bridge. You know, the Helix is the evolution of the console. The Helix is the console that can do more than PlayStation. PlayStation is the old way. Helix is the new way. Helix is literally the new generation of console in every sense of the word. And it, you know, people have been saying it. It really is about marketing. It really is about messaging what the Helix is. You know, price, whatever, as long as it's not too crazy. I'm not going to say any prices, because here's the problem I have with these content creators. They're out here saying prices. They have no idea what the price is going to be, but they're just coming out of their ass and they're saying these prices. And I'm like, when you put it out there, people hear it and they say, oh, these fools got no problem paying $1,000, $2,000, $1,049, $1,500. I'm not saying that. I don't want it to be. I want it to be less than $1,000. I want it to be $899. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's too much to ask. $899 sounds reasonable to me. So, it's just, and you're like, you wonder why the Pistol Tech 5 Potato is $900, because dumbass Ponies is sitting there. I pay $250 for a game. I pay $100 for a game. I go on the corner, street corner, and bleep 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 and twerk and do all this for the collector's edition. Real big ting, big boy ting, whatever he said, big man ting. It's so stupid. Oh my gosh, why are ponies so dumb? Anyway, so they're tasting the reality that is the PlayStation greed. Now I watched what's his face, Jimmy Neutron. I watched him and he was like, you can't say greed. It's not that simple. You're oversimplificationizing. I'm sorry. You're oversimplifying the fact and I'm like, y'all got he got every excuse to put the phallus of PlayStation, the blue flat phallus, all the way down past the tonsil, knocking out tonsil stones, as Alex says. Yeah, these ponies and donkey unicorns are delusional. They're like, and he always says, this is what he always says. He says, they didn't want to raise prices. If they didn't want to raise prices, they would not have raised prices. They want to raise prices because they want to make money. Period. There's no they didn't want to wait. That doesn't exist in capitalism. It's like they want to make money. How do we do that? Raise prices. All right, let's go. It's not like, oh no, we don't want to. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. And so you can't sit here and say they don't want to. He's an idiot. He's an idiot with a vocabulary. I always say this. He's an idiot with a vocabulary. There are a lot of them out here. Idiots with vocabularies. I have a little bit of a vocabulary, but the Spaniard, the Puerto Rican in me, and the Cuban in me kind of get tripped up because sometimes I'm like, dip, 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 dip. That's just crossed wires. Even though I don't really speak that much Spanish, it's still in there. It's like it's DNA, man. It's like ancestry. It's like it doesn't matter. But these donkey unicorns, these ponies, especially Lono, oh no, it's Lono's Reforged game. He's a special kind of idiot. He really is. And I can't understand these fanboys that are defending PlayStation. Now they're saying, oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad for Sony. They're not going to sell. They're going to lose sales. They're not going to sell as many. They were losing sales anyway. They weren't going to sell anyway. It ain't like, oh, they selling so much. See, that's where the myth, that's where the shipped number is a lie. It literally is a lie. They haven't shipped 92, no, it's 80 something million. Okay, I forgot who it was. They reported on it. They're in the 80s, actually sold. And so you're like, oh, that's different calculus. You got to say, oh, and now that they raise the price, they're going to sell even less. Are they going to beat their, PlayStation 4? No, they're not going to beat PlayStation 4 numbers. I'd be surprised. I was going to say, I'd be surprised if they beat PlayStation 3 numbers. I don't even know what those numbers are. And what, 83 million or something? It'll be closer to PlayStation 3 numbers than PlayStation 4 numbers. Let's just put it that way. And they literally killed their momentum. They killed it. I mean, they have been gliding off of their momentum this whole generation. And now they killed it 100,000 million %. They killed it. It's dead. There's like $900. Like, well, guess I'm not buying that. Well, how much the Xbox Series S is cheaper? And people have been saying it, and I'm gonna say it too. Asha, powerful Asha, the great and powerful Asha. No, just powerful Asha. You have to go to Rockstar and you have to open that wallet and you got to say ding, 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 ding. Do what you need to do to secure either a custom console or something. Do a custom Series S. Give it that good price, that good. Give it $299 custom console comes with the game. Shoot, I might even buy one of those just to have like, man, history in the making. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. And that's not like taking away marketing from PlayStation, but it's allowing you, Xbox, to market. That's one of the like, this is a free market, right? It's like, how are you going to shut out your competition? Then it's like you're afraid to compete. You're trying to fix the game so that your competition isn't on the same playing field, or the rules aren't the same. The rules don't apply the same. And I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, Phil was a pacifist. Sarah was, under Phil, so blah, 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 whatever. Asha's not the same. Booty is definitely not the same. Booty wanted to destroy them day one. He was like, let's go. We got them, but let's go. And Phil was like, hey. Now, Asha's like, what you got? What you got, Matt? Matthew. Matthew's ready to get in that. Pause. He ready to bite something. Matthew is ready. And they're not ready. I don't think they're ready. I think this energy is a lot of it is Matthew. Like that attitude, a lot of it is Matthew. But Asha's like, she's like the conductor, yo. She's like, she's like precise with it, son. Like, PlayStation announced the price hikes, right? $900 next day. Oh yeah, June 7th, we gonna have a showcase. Gears of War E-Day, beep the boop, direct. Let's go. Everybody's like, hell yeah. That's how you not step on a rake. I think the days of stepping on rakes for Xbox are over with Asha because, like I said before, marketing is psychology, right? And so she understands that, listen, there are bad news. It's certain things you have to say because of shareholders and all that stuff, right? But it is very easy to, you look at what Sony has done throughout the years, and they have bought media outlets in order to shape the narrative. And I'm thinking like, yo, should Xbox just go in there, bum rush, and be like, yo, we buying everything. We buying it all. Like how they bought Bethesda. Like PlayStation's trying to get over, like, yeah, we making all these games exclusive. We already got 2. We gonna get Starfield 2. And Xbox was like, this is why I give Phil credit. This is why I give Sarah credit. They were like, no, we bought the bank. That's what's up. We bought the bank that owns the hotel. This is mine now. That's what they did. That's why I always give Phil credit, because he stopped that. He stopped that behavior because he could. They bought ABK because they could. And now people blame ABK for, oh, now they got to go multi-plat and all that stuff. And I would say that's not 100% true, because with ABK, if they would have stayed, but they couldn't have stayed exclusive because, you know, how the trial went down. But I would say if they, you know, Call of Duty was still multi-plat, but everything else wasn't, you know, just stayed status quo, they probably would have done a little bit better as far as but minus Forza Horizon, Sea of Thieves, and whatever else I think did okay. But some of the, like Doom Eternal didn't do that well, Pentiment didn't do that well. So there are games that they put multi-plat that didn't do that well. And Doom Eternal is important because, I mean, I'm sorry, Doom the Dark Ages is important because it was day and date on PlayStation. So it's like, okay, that didn't work out. So it's like, all right, so you know what? What did work? Forza Horizon 5, 4 years later, sold like 5 million. Let's go. So I'm like, I mean, they're not gonna do the same thing with Forza Horizon 6 because it's Japan, blah blah blah. But honestly, after that, it's like, all right, give them 6 months, give them a year, then they get it right. And other games like Gears of War E-Day, 2 years. Give them 2 years. It seems like it's working because Sea of Thieves was 7 years and it did numbers. So if Asha's looking at the evidence, if Asha's looking at what happened, then she could come to the same conclusion. Oh yeah, time's exclusive because we did day and date and it didn't work out. So no, we're not doing that no more. You know. And so you give it time to cook on Xbox, and it blows up, and it's like, oh snap, I want that. Either people gonna go buy Xbox, or they're gonna buy it on PC, or they'll buy a PC, whatever. But they're not playing it on PlayStation, and that's fine. Let them chill for a minute. But anyway, rambling. I appreciate your hands. Like and subscribe. Hit me down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Asha, the whole new direction. All these things, Dunk Unicorns and Ponies, crying, $900, all the things. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you on the next one. Till the week.